while doing this assessment, there's one thought pop up in my mind. The statement of my thought is, wow, it's so hard being human. Because without we realize, there's a lot of things we need to take care and consider of. First, we need to take care about ourselves, our family, our study, our mental. However, most importantly, there's one thing that most important that we need to take care is our health. And in order to take care of our health, we need to pay a massive attention on hygiene. In this world, there's various types of hygiene. We have personal hygiene, dental hygiene, and also food hygiene. However, there is one type of hygiene that is difficult for us to control. Why it is? Because this hygiene involves other people. We cannot handle it alone. And we call it as environmental hygiene. And environmental hygiene itself is a close friend with cleanliness. Due to that, my friend Noatika Azhar, Intani Rujana, Ahmad Iskandar Zulfa, and me myself, Namiza Fazana Mukidin, feel compelled to conduct observation about one of the most controversial cafeteria here in UiT Al-Kedah. This cafeteria received ongoing concern regarding their cleanliness and hygiene issue. And for that, we name our presentation the Cleanliness of Masria Cafeteria. Next. The main issue that attracts us to conduct this observation are because, as a student, we heard a lot of complaints of Masria Cafeteria. Students complain about their hygiene, unclean, and also unpleasant environment. The majority of students here in UiT Al-Kedah itself avoiding themselves going to this specific cafeteria. Based on this matter, we come out with two objectives. First, we want to investigate by our own and to find out what is actual hygiene level of Masria Cafeteria. Is it really that bad? Or is it actually more worse than what we can imagine? Or everything that we heard was just rumors that people spread about this cafeteria. Other than that, we also want to identify the overall condition and also environment of Masria Cafeteria before we can jump to any assumption or judge this cafeteria. Okay, for further explanation, I pass this presentation to Nur Atika Azhar.
So next, I will continue with methodology and observation. So the location we choose to do our observation is at Masria Cafeteria at UiT Al-Kedah. And we also have our data collection procedure to make sure our observation will run smoothly. And firstly, make sure everyone know the purpose of this observation. So before we survey the area, we have a discussion to make sure everyone of us know the objective of our observation, which is to assess the cleanliness Masria Cafeteria comprehensively. Secondly, equipment preparation. Before we move to do the observation, we list down all the essential tools that help us in gather our evidence. Furthermore, enter the cafeteria separately and pretend to be a customer. So after we set a time, we enter the Masria Cafeteria separately and pretended to be a customer. Everyone moving to their section. So the area cover various places, including the sink, dining table, and also the counter. And then snap the picture as evidence secretly. So while doing the observation, we take a photograph in secret to serve as evidence to our study. And the last procedure, exit and debriefing. After we have all satisfactory evidence, we exit the Masria Cafeteria. And for another discussion, we also collected all the evidence and the data from each person and concluded the observational study. Next. Okay, so before I explain about collection and finding, I want to ask you guys, is there anyone here have eaten at the Masria Cafeteria and had a bad experience? Please raise your hand.
Yes.
Yeah, we have the same experience. I also have a bad experience while eating at the Masria Cafeteria. So, Now I will continue our data collection and finding. So here are the results that we have found from the observation that we have been done. So the first picture, clogged the sink. Okay, the picture shows the sink is clogged and the stagnant waters. So this proves that maintenance of the Masra cafeteria are not well carried out. And we also found that the clogged sink is always happen. So that means there are no action taken by them. So moving to the next picture, flies and lizards dropping. So based on the picture, flies and lizards dropping on the table indicate that the staff Masria cafeteria does not wipe their table regularly. And almost all the dining table have the lizards dropping on top of it. How can it be? The dining table must be clean as it is used by many people, especially students. So such sanitary conditions are bad and maybe will give side effect for the customers. So the next collection, I will pass to the next presenter in technical judgment.
Thank you, my friend Atika. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I trust you are all well. Today I bring to you a crucial findings related to the cleanliness of Masria cafeteria. So, findings that warrant our immediate consideration and action. Our investigation revealed a disconcerting fact based on the slides. This evidence shows birds droppings on the dining tables and on the floor as well. So a situation that necessitates our focused attention. So a dining area tainted by birds droppings, it could cause unattractive options for the students to dine in there, and then it will have a potential that lead to a decline in cafeteria usage, and it could also pose to a health risk, and it is also punishes the overall dining experience for the students in UIT and Kedah. Next, as we delve further into our observations, another evidence that we collect sheds light into a broader concern, which is a poor hygiene standards. This is evidenced by a visible dust not only on the ceiling but also on the dining chairs, on the dining tables, everywhere else has visible dust. Yes, facts hurt, but we do. Okay. The visible dust raises our concerns regarding the students' respiratory issues. So, as we combine these evidences together, a clear narrative emerged. As you can see that all of this evidence and all of the environment could affect the students' attendance to the Masria cafeteria. Since the students want a clean and sanitary environment for them to have a dining experience or dining preferences. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that we should move towards the next phase of our discussion. So, I will pass the baton to my friend Aiman, who will explain further regarding the recommendations and conclusions derived from our extensive analysis. Please.
Okay guys, now let me take it from here. So now I will explain about our general recommendation here. So after a long time of thinking, we finally thought that the Masria Cafe need to create a culture of cleanliness. For example, they need to do staff training for their staff and ongoing reinforcement. For example, like they need to make sure that their staff follow the cleaning schedule to make the all environment in the cafeteria clean. Okay, and for our another recommendation is Masria College Authority needs to conduct a regular inspection to make sure that the cafeteria staff will always follow their cleaning schedule to make sure that the cleaning environment, eating place is always clean to make it safe for a customer. Okay, and this is our conclusion, and we conclude that Masjid Cafeteria should maintain their hygiene standards. They need to improve the cleanliness to make sure that to make a safe dining environment, to make a eating place safe, to make a food safe, to make the washing hand sink place safe. Okay, and the next point is to prevent exposure to disease. This is like they need to cover their food from flies because flies are very dirty animal and it can make people fall sick very easy. And our next point is to fostering trust between a customer and a staff. This is to make sure that to make sure that a student feels safe to eat there and they make them want to come to eat at that again. And our last point is to enhance overall eating experience, and this is like to make the customer feels happy there, feels comfortable without any disgust feeling. Okay. Okay, next slide. Okay, this right here is our reference. We just only use two, and the next one. Okay, this is this is the last slide, and that's all from us. Thank you. Hope you all have a nice day.